So this is James Cameron, right?
It's actually the original director, George Miller.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why
Also,
they call him the mastermind.
right. And also known for Happy Feet. So that's his
Really?
two big franchises is Mad Max and Happy Feet. So pretty diverse.
Huh. I mean, Zack Snyder did Dawn of the Dead and Legend of the Guardians, right?
Right. So Alzagul. So it's interesting to me that this feels like it has a different vibe to it than the original ones as far as like visual
The
styling.
explosions are much larger.
Yeah, and the visual styling's up to date. Like sometimes like you would think the director's just gonna reshoot.
It's actually beyond up to date. Like I'm used to orange foreground, blue background, and this is all orange.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
like they've even turned the color palette on its side. This will be innovative.
So you feel like it looks just like the old ones.
I've never seen a Mad Max movie. What?
Have you seen Waterworld?
If that's bridging the gap to Mad Max, then I don't want to see Mad Max.
Yeah, Waterworld is Mad Max in water. So, you've never seen Mad Max. That's kind of blowing my mind.
Should I?
If you're gonna watch Mad Max, actually, I would say start with the second one,
Beyond
No,
Thunderdome?
that's the third.
What?
the one with Tina Turner.
Yeah, that's the third one.
Yeah, the third. Start with
Yeah.
the third one. Don't even bother with the first one.
You actually don't have to watch. Yeah, you can just watch whichever one you want. But they are good.
So we're seeing a reboot of a series that it's like, eh.
No,
I mean, if
they're
you
all
gotta
good.
watch it,
No, they're all good. I love all of them.
you recommend it?
Yeah, yeah. If you like, you watch Dirty Harry, it holds up as much as Dirty Harry. I would assume. They're all really just good. I mean, they're just action movies with very little storyline other than they need something or to blow something up.
Well, our world is dependent on oil.
Right.
Yeah, I was. Is it? Did they carry heavy thematic elements or?
No, it's just like there would be a little bit of dialogue and then there'd be another action scene, more or less. Like
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. The first ones were born out of the Cold War.
So
right?
there was some sort of calamity. It would have been nuclear at that point.
It was nuclear. Yeah, the
Right.
world is post-apocalyptic because of a nuclear war.
right. But I think they don't know that. Like they know that the people in the past, like they didn't know what had caused it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the first movie starts before the war,
right.
and with Mad Max, with what's his name?
Mel
Oh,
Gibson.
that's true. Yeah,
With
no,
Mel
that's true.
Gibson,
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah, Yeah. Okay, I remember.
The kids in that movie did not have memory.
Right.
Yeah, there's a tribe of children, so
Huh.
not quite high school, but pretty close.
Okay, all right.
So you've never seen it, and
Nope.
you have. Do you guys want to watch this? Or, like, is it appealing at all, or you just
I don't know, man. Like,
I have no loyalty to the series.
okay?
there we go. And I'm the opposite. I do like Tom Hardy. I thought in 2012 it was gonna be all Tom Hardy all the time.
He's been picking and choosing his roles.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
performance as Bane, the voice. Yeah.
I gotta say, Bane's my favorite bad guy in the series, including Joker. So
Wait, you take Tom Hardy's Bane over Heath Ledger's Joker?
I do.
Really?
As like not as like which one's a better acting performance, but as just like preferable bad guy. Yeah, I take Bane.
Huh.
Like the acting performance is obviously better for Joker, but that doesn't make it a better bad guy. Those are two separate things.
I mean, Joker was a psycho anarchist, and Bane was like kind of a
Cerebral anarchist, I guess.
yeah, but he seemed more to be like a militant anarcho-communist as opposed to just
Yeah.
some men want to watch the world burn. It was
Yeah,
Joker, and
Yeah.
Bane was like, hey, we're gonna establish a world order in which we on the bottom run stuff.
I don't know, just like the first scene where he has to talk the guy into staying on the plane because they needed an extra dead body. He's like, they'll be looking for this many dead bodies. And the guy's like, okay. Like I like that type of bad guy over the Joker's bad guy. It's just a preference.
He killed Black Dynamite's guy with a pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the Joker.
I know.
That was Black Dynamite.
Yeah.
Michael Jai White was the boss of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. One of the most underrated actors of this century.
Perhaps.
But no, I want to watch this. I think it's not going to be like a big thinker.
What kind of is it going for R rating?
Yeah, it has. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
If
Like,
it's R rated, I'll watch. I can enjoy an R rated action
Yeah.
movie.
Mhm.
I don't. PG-13 action movies are weird to me, right? Because they'll kill 1 million people.
Yeah, but then won't show the killing blow.
Yeah, or they do. They'll show like like the street gets crumbled because some
yeah.
giant lizard or super powered bad guy destroys it, and like you can see all these deaths, and it's totally okay.
I know Disney just said that they won't have anyone smoking, but I would like to see a Marvel R-rated, just one. Just like, I mean, like, are they going to do a PG-13
Punisher.
Punisher? Like, does that make sense? But no, I agree. Like PG, like especially like this is on the same terms of RoboCop, where like the point is that it's violent. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, RoboCop going PG-13 destroyed the series.
Yeah.
Well, okay, no. The originals are still there. They're still intact,
Yeah.
and they're still ultra violent. And I still need to rewatch them.
Yeah.
At least the first
Just
two.
just the first one, really. The second one's okay. It's not as awesome as the first one.
Yeah.
But no, I'm okay with violence for violence sake, and that's like what Mad Max is. It's just violence for violence sake and thoughtless violence, and maybe you can be compelled by the story, but you don't really care. It's just he's going to be in a car, he's going to run over people, and you're going to think that's cool.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be a runaway greenhouse effect that caused the calamity in the world now?
I hope not.
Well, why not? They talked about oil and they talked about
I hope they don't
water wars.
I hope they don't reference at all what made it happen. Like I don't need political commentary for these movies. Like I get that you can squeeze that in, but all it does is make like it's just you're not really making a point. You're just like giving people a reason not to to complain about the movie at this point. Like, oh my gosh, I get it.
Do you think it's telling of our civilization where we're at right now that you referred to that as political commentary?
I mean,
It is. Yeah.
Like where the idea of individual chemicals having characteristic absorbance spectra is somehow political?
Well, no,
Or the idea that extracting something, vaporizing
one, I
it,
think it's ridiculous
putting it in
even
the
to
air.
say that you believe in global warming because it is real. It's like saying I believe in gravity. It's like congratulations, it is a thing. So like a little off topic. You know how like it's illegal in Florida. Like Florida officials can't say global warming because it's politically driven. Like they've been banned from
I
saying
had seen that, yeah.
Yeah, like people are getting suspended for it. So no, yeah, like I think sometimes if they just reference it real quick, that's fine. But if like it's like they dwell on it for too long, it's just kind of like we could have just skipped that and let's get to the violence. Like I don't need.
It's not going to be a Roland Emmerich movie. Like you don't have to worry about that, right? Where
Yeah.
The Day After Tomorrow was alarmist to the point of absurdity.
Yeah.
Like you can make this because Mad Max is based a couple hundred years in the future or something, right? I don't.
Well,
Is it?
No, it's present. Well, I mean, it's 10 years in the future
Okay.
of present day,
Okay. So never mind. We don't. Yeah.
or 5 years maybe. What I would like to see, say that global warming caused California to essentially become uninhabitable.
No, or
And-
like the Arabian Peninsula,
Yeah.
which is effectively uninhabitable.
Right.
For some reason, millions still live there.
And then for that region of the world to just fall into lawlessness. I would like to see that personally.
yeah,
If you go 1,000 miles to the east, everything's
okay
as we know it. Yeah.
and but they're just like letting people go crazy over there because
Yeah.
there's no reason. Just
Yeah.
build a fence and call it good.
Hmm.
I've always thought it was weird whenever there's like an ocean close that they like can't figure out how to get water. It's like you can get some water.
I mean, desalination is
Yeah.
very energy intensive.
yeah, but there's always I guess you have to burn something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it would be figured out.
I mean, I guess the navies of the world and the shipping companies of the world have figured out desalination,
Mhm.
but I think they do it on a far smaller scale than, say, municipal drinking water.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I keep 3 bowls in my house filled with drinking water at all times, so I can shit in them. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
that takes a lot of purification capacity if
Mm.
you're desalinating.
We're just spoiled.
Oh, God, I love it.
So, I mean, nothing. Like you guys aren't really like I'm like juiced for this. I'm like ready to go and watch it.
I'm gonna wait for the reviews.
I don't know. I bet I'll go
That's-
see it.
That's all it's gonna come down to, really. No, if that gets 30% on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever,
Okay, a pass.
I'm not gonna go see it.
So
I'm not gonna
Furious
watch it.
7 has a 93 critic rating right now.
Does it
Mhm.
really?
So does that
If I don't go to see Furious 7, it's because I have not seen the other ones in the series,
You don't need to.
except for the first
You
one.
really don't need to.
Yeah, I want to go into it having seen them though.
Okay.
Really? Are you gonna do a Fast and
Someday,
Furious marathon?
someday I will do a Fast and the Furious marathon.
You can start at 5. You
I
really
can, I can get into some Fast and the Furious. The first one is a legitimately good movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first one.
Hey,
I just
Guess what? You can make an action movie that's also interesting to watch.
Yeah, 5, 6, and 7 all do that. So
yeah. You know what turned me off to the series? The title of the second one. That was it.
more fast or
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, pass.
The
done.
series acknowledges itself as being just brainless fun. So like
Like it's self-aware, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
yeah,
Like, okay.
they don't. I mean, I think Vin Diesel and Paul Walker take themselves seriously, but the rest of the cast get it, kind of thing.
Everyone else knows it's a
everyone
joke.
else is in on the joke except for them too. But
Maybe I'll try and watch them as if everyone's playing a prank on those guys.
Hmm.
Vin Diesel doesn't show up till later, right? Or is it Dwayne Johnson? No, Vin Diesel's in the first one.
yeah, Vin Diesel
That's right.
didn't do the second one because he was doing
Chronicles of Riddick.
yeah. So he skipped the second one because he's doing Chronicles of Riddick. They replaced his character with the male model, the black male guy, the funny one.
Tyrese Gibson.
Right. So then, like that, basically, that was going to be Vin Diesel's role, and then they said no. He said he wasn't going to do it, so they just wrote this guy in saying the same lines.
Yeah.
but like
That guy, man, his entire career is
Yeah.
like, I'm really pretty.
yeah,
So I'm
he
going to
is
just play
legitimately
the
like
worst
at
role.
least starting from 5 on. He's also legitimately hilarious. Like he's a very funny actor.
Really? He turns into comic relief?
Yeah. Oh, him and Ludacris are the comic relief more or less, and they are like you laugh out loud at their jokes.
Interesting. Would you laugh out loud if you're watching at home, or is it the laugh track effect in the theater?
No,
where-
you laugh like you. It's I don't know if anyone ever laughs out loud at home too much, but yeah, you would probably laugh out loud at home. Have you seen Four Brothers?
Yes.
He's the same character in Four Brothers, like that funny, I'm always in trouble guy.
Got it.
Carries on to. I mean, like it could be the same character. Those two worlds could be combined, more or less. No, I don't. I guess.
And anytime he talks to a girl on screen, you can't help but wonder what their children would look like.
yeah, exactly. Like. Yeah, like he always like acts like he's struggling to get girls, but you know better. Like, oh, you're
Yeah.
charming, rich, and good looking. I'm sure that's a
Yeah.
constant struggle to pull. What about the Charlize Theron? Does that get you anything? Nothing.
Is she in Mad Max?
She's the one screaming in the sand, going.
She's
"Ah."
the girl.
Yeah.
Is that her?
yeah.
You know what? Anytime,
They did, in fact, show her name in big bold letters
God,
across the entire
you know,
screen.
that shows how deeply engaged I was in this trailer.
Right.
You know, one thing I've noticed with her, when she sheds the good looks thing, when she goes for rough or even as far as ugly, those are her dynamite roles.
Yeah. So I mean,
Monster is what comes to mind.
Yeah.
Like, she was awesome,
Mhm.
and you wouldn't know that she's a very pretty lady.
yeah, super pretty. One of the few blondes I'm really into, but I don't know. Like, I think the cast is going to be good. They haven't had Tom Hardy say a word, so I wonder how
Yeah.
often he'll talk.
I'll be honest, the trailer is not too compelling. However, if I were to cut a trailer for this film, I would probably do the exact same thing. Just because I would want the audience to go into it not knowing the story.
They definitely accomplished that. Other than
Yeah.
the background, but not the
Yeah.
Yeah.
current story.
I do hope maybe we'll see a turn on the trailer industry, and their ad campaign may go to release date without betraying the entire plot of the film.
Yeah, Chappie, for example, like when their original trailer wasn't hitting, they like completely changed the trailer to make it look like an
Yeah.
action film.
Yeah.
And then I think they hurt themselves more than helped themselves. And this one's starting out as an action film, so hopefully they don't like
Mhm.
get desperate and start making it, because you do not need to explain what Mad Max, why he's doing what he's doing. You just need to know that there's a crazy dude
Right.
that he's ultimately.
But he's
going
just
after.
trying to survive.
Yeah,
And I hope they keep that.
yeah.
He's
'Cause
just trying to look out for himself.
He's not a good guy. Like Mad Max is not.
There are no good guys
Yeah.
in this world.
Yeah, like it's not like you're like he's just another person trying to survive.
Are we looking at a Cormac McCarthy bleak future, like The Road? Like, it's that bad?
Well, see
Or-
that story is closer to how it would really be. It wouldn't be like over the top car fights type thing. It'd just be like just dark people doing dark things. And this is more cartoony fights.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to pimp out their car with spikes. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, you know what? That's a very good point. Like, when everyone's struggling and trying to find water, like, hey, let's expend all this energy into making some bitchin' rides.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's like to put fear like you're a tribe or something, but no, this has a cartoonish feel to like all of them did.
Yeah, all the spikes on all the vehicles and stuff, though, they show there's going to be very grisly deaths. Like, we're going to see faces impaled on things
Yeah.
in this movie. Which, it's weird. I wasn't a fan of the Saw franchise. Like, I can't do torture violence in movies, but, like, I can handle brutal action violence.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like there's always going to be the crazy charismatic leader that just doesn't like Mad Max for some reason, or is like
Oh,
intrigued
yeah.
by him to the point that he wants to like
The Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, so it's going to be one of those, and then
Is there other, like, who? So, you have Charlize Theron and
those are only two
Tom
names
Hardy.
I really
Well, you
recognize.
have the guy, I don't remember his name now, but the guy that played John Connor in Terminator 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's in
It's like
there.
Tom Hardy light.
Unless I'm got his,
Oh,
his
Terminator
face
3.
mixed up.
That's okay.
The one with Claire Danes.
Yeah. Not Terminator 4.
No.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, like all the Tom Hardy clones. That's why the Tom Hardy isn't getting that many roles, because they found 3 other Tom Hardys to fill those roles.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he could retire right now if you wanted.
The last movie I saw was The Drop, which did not get very much playtime, and it was excellent. It's
Was
more-
it?
Well, I'll tell you this much: Locke was not good.
Yeah.
Don't watch Locke. Just don't.
The Drop is a hour-and-a-half movie for one joke at the end type thing.
Yeah.
It's not really a joke.
Sounds terrible.
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
So
You just described it as the way you described it as an hour and a half movie for one joke at the end was like saying it really sucked.
well, okay.
I liked
Did
it.
you guys see Observe and Report?
No.
Same way.
Oh wait, that was with what's her name and Seth Rogen.
yeah,
Maybe I think I've seen parts of it.
yeah. Like that movie is like also just like when the end happens, the rest of it's just like, oh, okay, like you get the rest. And then this is the Drop is similar. Not that it's funny what happens. It's just like all this buildup is because of a reason, and then you get it. You're like, oh, okay.
The thing that turns me off of this trailer for Mad Max is the score a little bit. Although the score kind of reminds me of what was the movie after The Godfather? The next one that director did.
Coppola, the Black Stallion.
No, the War Apocalypse Now.
Okay.
It's got a little bit of Apocalypse Now score.
I have a feeling we won't
Styling.
see that score in the movie. I think that was just for the preview.
Yeah, I could see that happening as well. But that's the only thing that really turns me off to this. I think that you could tell from the beginning that they have an agenda. There's some kind of story they want to tell here. And I don't think it's going to be just pointless violence. But we'll see. Closing thoughts?
Did the color palette do anything to you? Like
I
or
mean,
is
I
it
could
sticking
see
with
it.
standard action traditions? And
I'd say they're mimicking what you would see in a movie about the desert. Sure.
yeah,
Does that
okay.
make sense?
Yeah, no, it looks like it might even be a movie about the desert too. So
Yeah.
I can see where you draw that connection.
I
Yeah.
had no issue with the color palette. So
Yeah. It looks.
it doesn't look like it's blue or green screened, which is good because they could have definitely gone that direction.
Mhm.
Like the whole thing could have been a green screen. And this
Well,
looks
who
like,
knows? Even if it was, you can't tell it. So that's
It does
fine.
look, yeah, the entire cast went home just filthy every
Right.
day.
So,
Like,
Judd, you're definitely gonna watch this movie.
yeah, for sure. Opening day, first day.
In 3D. I'm not doing the 3D thing.
It depends who's going with me.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
the 3D thing.
You know, the one 3D movie, if it were shot in 3D that I would want to see, Disney Nature has Monkey Kingdom coming out. And if it were shot in 3D, I would go see a nature documentary in
Mhm.
3D. Other than that, though, I think I'm done with 3D for now.
Mhm. And Alex, you say if this movie is rated R, you're into it.
R rating, and I willing to try and not knowing if based on the 2 teaser trailers I've seen, if it has an R rating and it gets well received, so we'll say greater than 60% Metacritic, I could see myself there. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, PG-13 absolute pass. 3D extravaganza pass. Low rating pass.